I was sitting back, excited at the prospect of doing very little for a week, except perhaps top up my suntan. It was July 2019, and I was traveling to meet an old school friend who just moved to Marseille. It was going to be a massive celebration, a kind of reunion with all friends joining us from Romania. Of course, there would be a bit of hiking, eating nice food, partying, swimming in the sea, all the usual carefree pastimes. I was happy, the sun was shining, and life was good. I decided to read something on the short flight, something meaningful. So I picked a book on climate change, got myself a drink, and settled down for a relaxing journey while the plane was taking off. But a few pages in, my mouth felt dry. My breath intensified. My palms started sweating. I could feel my heartbeat through my chest, fear and anguish creeping in, replacing my previously chilled out vibe. It was like receiving a diagnosis, an incurable illness, almost a death sentence. I looked out of the window and noticed the sun was burning hot. I mean, did you know that heat is a serious overall threat to human health? The number of people exposed to extreme heat is growing exponentially due to the climate crisis. I had to take a breath. With every page, I was feeling worse. Not because my holiday was being ruined, but because I was having a reality check, an awakening. Is that an understatement? How will I face my friends now? All the things we were planning to do together seem so trivial and unimportant. We are so privileged and so unaware of the reality in the world. I realized that all I've prepared myself for since young age, from school to getting a good job, is now irrelevant. I must unlearn all that conditioning and programming, as all my life plans are gone now. They need to change. How could we have done this? We had a moral responsibility for protecting the land, the animals, the future generations, life on Earth. And we fucked it all up. And just a handful of us managed to get us here. The injustice is unbearable. I could make one big decision. What about children? It dawned on me then, in that moment, that I wouldn't be able to have them. How could I do that to the world and to them? I mean, how would they breathe? How could I force them to face the horror of the future filled with fire, floods, famine, wars? Would they have forests, be able to walk in nature, have days out at the beach with friends? As the plane landed, I felt transformed. The old me didn't exist anymore. I needed to create a new story. As I was standing in grief and anger in the hot air of Marseille, I decided I couldn't be a bystander anymore. It was time to do my part. I needed to help minimize the harm. I'd been planning a trip away, but it became a journey of transformation, a painful awakening to the reality that surrounds me, an unknown that I have to embrace and help shape. I felt extremely scared, but liberated by the prospect of a new beginning, a new opportunity to create a better world for all. And I can never go back.